Welcome to the Elevate Media Podcast with your host, Chris Anderson. In this show, Chris and his guests will share their knowledge and experience on how to go from zero to successful entrepreneur. They have built their businesses from scratch and are now ready to give back to those who are just starting. Let's get ready to learn, grow, and elevate our businesses. And now, your host, Chris Anderson.
Welcome back to another recording of the Elevate Media Podcast. I'm Chris Anderson, your host, and welcome to 2024. This is the first solo episode of 2024, so we're excited for you to be here with us, starting out another year. You know, podcasting for me started back in 2019, and so it's been a little bit, and I've learned a lot along the way, and I've learned things that I want to do and what I don't want to do and what I want to do different, and that's what I want to go over today. A handful of things, 5 things that I and Elevate are going to do differently in 2024. So let's dive into it. The first thing that we're going to do differently in 2024 is we're going to lead with an even more value-centric approach. Instead of just trying to pitch the facts and what we can do, we want to bring even more value to you, the listeners, to our audience, to the market we serve. And so that's one of the things we're going to do differently. We're going to double down on the value leading aspect through live streams, through workshops, through online workshops, in-person workshops, through just the content we put out there. We're going to up the value that we're putting out there to make a difference and continue to do our best to help others elevate their lives and their brands. So that's the first thing we're going to do different in 2024. We're just going to lead with even more value. And then something else we're going to do different in 2024 is we're going to focus more on ways we can give back, utilizing our business. And one way we're going to do this is every quarter, we are actually going to pick a non-for-profit that, maybe doesn't have the budget or doesn't have the backing to afford a brand story video. And we're going to do that for them for free, to give them that video, that asset that they can put out there and show their story, elevate their story at a level that's going to be professional. It's going to look good. The quality is going to be super high to allow them to share that with possible, sponsors or people who will donate so they can have that connection and share that and hopefully, elevate what they're doing through it. So that's just one way we're going to give back in 2024 more. But yeah, that's one thing we're going to do different. It's focus on ways to give back more with the business. And then another thing I'm personally going to do differently in 2024 is spend more time with family and for, quote unquote fun, because, right? Isn't that why we build a business? So we have some time to live our life and do what we want. And, I've been doing that. We have family time, but I want to be more intentional about it, more intentional about scheduling things to do with the family and things that I enjoy doing. Because again, we got to enjoy the journey, right? We got to enjoy the process, and that's what I want to do, and that's why I want to have a business, and I also want the team to see that and see that it's okay to implement things and take time for the family and to enjoy life as well as work hard. So that's something else we're going to do differently in 2024 is just focus more on the family time and fun. We're not going to take away from the business. We're not going to slow down, but we're going to be more intentional on having those moments of time with the family and for fun. Because why not? Why wouldn't we? If we build a business to do that and have the ability to do that, that's what it's all about, right? So that's just one other thing we're doing different in 2024. And another thing I'm going to do less of in 2024 is I'm going to spend less time in the business and more time on it. So what that means is I'm going to be doing less of the technical day-to-day things of the business, and I want to spend more time on building it. So doing what needs to be done to progress it forward. So whatever that looks like, we're going to do less time in the business and more time on it. So again, can't do it without people and a team, and we're blessed with those who are helping us and are a part of this Elevate team, and so it allows me to do that. But I'm looking forward to that because when I can do that, we're going to go to the next level, and we're going to be able to expand even more. So spending less time in the business and more time on it. And the last thing that I'm going to do differently in 2024 is I'm going to do a better job of protecting my time. Because I don't need to have a chat or a call with everyone who asks or wants to. Because my time is precious and my time is valuable and my time is worth a certain amount. And it's nothing against the person who wants to chat with me, but if it's for something that's not fitting our path or our journey or doesn't make sense, there's no need to waste anyone's time. So I want to protect my time even more because time is the most valuable thing we have. And so I'm going to spend it on things that truly matter, with family, for fun, with business, with things that will move the business forward, and with my team. And so that's the last thing that I'm going to do differently in 2024 is protect my time even more. So I hope you can take these and think about your journey in 2024 and what are you going to do differently this year that's going to get you to the next level. You probably recapped 2023 already. So now, what does 2024 look like? What are things that are going to help you elevate your life, elevate your brand to that next level? So think about that. Maybe write a couple down. Share them with me. I'd love to hear, what you're going to do differently. Send me a message on Instagram at chris.t.anderson. Would love to hear from you. But that's all for today. So until next time, continue to elevate your life, elevate your brand, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for listening to the Elevate Media Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. See you in the next episode.